What's up, guys? It's Light Spiral with a top 5 healers video. Now, I'm going to be including all healers of fire, wind, and water attributes, so no light and dark attributes. And these are all just my opinion, so if your opinions differ from mine, be sure to tell me in the comments. And so, yeah, let me just make that clear. This is all very opinionated, and these are just being judged like solely off their ability to heal, not off of like their overall utility as a healer. So, I'll start off going from 5th to 1st. So in 5th place, I do have the Water Sylphhide Lumericia. Now, she only actually has one heal, and it's her 3rd skill, and it fully recovers a target's HP by every 4 turns when it's max skilled. So it can be extremely useful in certain situations, and like for example with Theomars, you can, when he pops Endure, you can fully heal him again. With units like Talasha, who revives an ally with like 1 HP, you can use it to fully recover their HP. Stuff like that. Units like Leo, the Wind, I can't remember, Dragon Knight, or like Ramagos, the Wind Warbear, she's really useful with. And so that's that. In the 4th place spot, I have Emma, the Water Neostone Agent. I personally have this unit. It's the only unit I actually... No, I have Lumericia too. I have Lumericia and Emma, and those are the only two on this list I have. Emma only has one heal, and it's her 3rd skill. It heals all allies by 30% of her max HP, as well as it increases their defense for 2 turns. And if the heal goes like, if you heal a unit that's already full, half of the excess heal is going to be turned into a shield that lasts for 2 turns. And if you build her extremely tanky, like I built her fairly tanky with 30,000 HP, that means when I use a Viramos leader skill, which I use a lot when I use Emma, because I really only use Emma in Dragon's B10, with Vera leader skill, she has like 40,000 HP, so that means her shield is going to be more or less like 13,000, if I did the math right. And so 13,000 is going to pretty much max heal any of your nukers, and it's going to be a decent heal for all your other units, and that's why I have her at 4th place. In 3rd place, I have the Wind Skydancer, Chasoon. She has 2 healing skills. Her 2nd skill heals all allies by 20% of her max HP and increases attack power for 2 turns. Now, this is a pretty strong heal for units that are nukers. So like, I'm not going to name all the nukers, but whatever nuke you might be using, it's good for, because they're not going to have a lot of HP, and it's going to increase the attack power for 2 turns, so it can be really useful in PvP situations. And then the 3rd skill balances the HP and the attack bar of you and the target that you select. And so basically it can go through heal block because it's just balancing, it's not actually healing. But so this can also be really useful for stuff like using with other nukers and stuff. So really useful in PvP. I personally don't think it's the best PvE healer, but people have their different opinions on that. Now for the 2nd place, I have Praha, the Water Oracle, right there. Praha also only has 1 healing skill, but it's this heal. Recovers the HP of all allies by 50%, but putting yourself to sleep for 1 turn. So the sleep for 1 turn is not really that big of a deal, but an AoE 50% heal is very good, and it doesn't matter who you use it with, doesn't matter if you use a PvE, PvP, extremely useful healer Praha is. Now the number 1 spot, I'm assuming it's going to be pretty easy to guess. I know a lot of people would want to put like Chasoon at number 1 spot, or even Praha at number 1 spot, but I personally think that Ariel, the Water Archangel, is the best healer in the game. It has 2 heals. The first one recovers an ally's HP by 50%, which is decent. It's okay. But this 3rd skill I think is extremely good. recovers the HP of all allies by 30%, and putting a 15% recovery on them for the next 3 turns. So over the course of 3 turns, this is a 75% AoE heal, which is extremely good and extremely useful. Now, of course, the extra 45% can be stripped off of you, as well as it takes 3 turns to get all the heals off. But personally, I think that if you use this with a really tanky comp, it's very good. If you use this with a bunch of nukers, there's obviously better options than this, like Chasoon or like Emma would be a lot better with nukers, but Ariel's extremely good with a lot of teams and in dungeons as well as PvP. So that's all I have for this video, guys. I normally go over honorable mentions in these kind of top 5 videos, but I'm not actually going to go over any honorable mentions, just because in an honorable mention, like, there's so many healers in this game and so many healers that people like and don't like, that I'm not really going to try and go over all of them. And a lot of healers that are good, not necessarily because they just heal, but because they do a ton of stuff other than healing, such as the Light and Yugami Bella, who does a defense break, a strip, and a heal. So it's obviously a really useful monster, but the heal itself is not that good. But that's all I have for today's video, guys. If there's any other top 5 videos you'd be interested in me making, be sure to tell me in the comments and I'll make it as quick as possible. That's all I have for today, though, guys. So may the best year today's be the worst year tomorrow's.